Hey guys, Mr. Gomes here. Today we are going to review and learn about isotopes and ions. Okay, so here we go. Quick review here of subatomic particles. We have protons, neutrons, and electrons. Here are their symbols, P, N, and E, with a little negative sign. Protons are positive, neutrons have no charge, electrons are negative. Both protons and neutrons are in the nucleus, the electrons in the electron cloud. For the purposes of our class, we're going to say that the proton and the neutron have a mass of 1 and the electron has a mass of 0, even though that's not their actual true mass. Now, this abbreviation here is something that you need to know, okay? And what it means is atomic mass unit. So it's not like grams or anything. Okay, it's AMU, atomic mass units. All right, so kind of same thing in a different perspective here. So the atom there's the nucleus and the electron cloud. Neutrons and protons are in the nucleus, and the electrons are in the electron cloud. Now the atomic number of an element, okay, is equal to the number of protons and electrons, as long as the atom is neutral, which means it has no charge. So as long, I'm not sure why that happened, but that's okay. As long as the atom has no charge, the atom is neutral, okay? And then the protons and the electrons are exactly the same. Every atom has a unique atomic number. So if you change the number of protons, you really are changing the element altogether, okay? And then since the electrons are gained or lost easily, they are the ones that determine the overall charge, whether it's neutral or not. And we're going to come back to that idea here in the last couple of slides in this. But for now, we're just going to say protons and electrons are the same. So when you look at your periodic table, you see something like this. Okay, you have the atomic number on the top, the element symbol. Some periodic tables have the name or not. And then you have the average atomic mass. Okay, so I'm going to emphasize the word average here because this is not the mass of any single isotope or any single atom. Okay, it's an average of all of them. And we're going to come back to that another day and figure out how to calculate that average. But for now, just know that that is an average. All right, isotopes. So what are they? Isotopes are atoms with the same number of protons but different number of neutrons. Okay, so same number of protons means they have the same atomic number. So two atoms with the same, wow, it keeps doing that, and I'm not sure why. Same atomic number, same number of protons and different number of neutrons. Okay, the mass of an atom is going to be protons plus neutrons. All right, so there's our definition for isotopes. Okay, so let's look at this. We have 3 atoms of lithium that have the same atomic number right here. They're all atomic number 3. Okay, so the atomic, for our isotope symbol here, the atomic number is on the bottom. Glad it's not doing that weird thing anymore. Now the number on the top is the mass. Okay, so we have 3 isotopes because the masses are different. Now for each one of these, let's calculate the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons for each of these isotopes. Okay, so we have these 3 here. We have the atomic number is 3, so I know that atomic number is the same as the number of protons and electrons. Because these are all the same element, they're all going to have the same number of protons and electrons. Now mass is protons plus neutrons. Okay, so here I have a mass of 6 and I have 3 protons. So 3 plus neutrons gives me 6. I must have 3 neutrons. Here I have 7. So 3 plus 4 gives me 7. Right? So 3 protons plus 4 protons gives me a mass of 7. Or I could do 7 minus 3 is 4. I can do 8 minus 3 is 5. And that's how I get my number of neutrons. Okay? So that's that. Simple as that. So for clarification, in the periodic table, the atomic number is on the top and the average atomic mass is on the bottom. But in the isotope symbol, it's the opposite. Okay? you have the mass on top and the atomic number on the bottom. And you're probably like, that's super confusing. And I would agree. I don't really know why it's like that, but that's just the way it is. Okay. So if I look at this hydrogen here, the mass of this hydrogen atom is 2, and the atomic number of the hydrogen atom is 1. Alrighty. Another way to write an isotope, okay, is to write the name and then do a dash. That's not a minus sign, it's a dash. And then the mass of the isotope. Okay, so fluorine-20, I've got name dash mass. All right, so let's do some practice problems, okay? So I've got uranium here. I've got 92 and 238. I'm going to try to calculate number of protons, electrons, and neutrons. So I know that my protons are the same as the atomic number, which is 92. Bottom left is atomic number. So this is 92. I know that this is 92. To find out the number of neutrons, I'm going to do mass minus atomic number. So 238 minus 92 should be 146. Okay? Now, I want you to pause this video, try the problem here on the bottom, and then I'll do it and you can check and see how you did. Okay, so hopefully you did that. So let's practice this and see if we did it right. So krypton right here has atomic number of 36. So that's going to be the same as the electrons. And then I have a mass of 84. So 84 minus 36 is going to be what? So you might need a calculator, okay, but it's 48. All right. Now let's do a couple more practice problems. Let's say I have chlorine-36. Remember, that dash and the number means that this is a mass. It is not a minus sign. So if I do protons, electrons, and neutrons, I need my atomic number for chlorine. Well, the symbol for chlorine is Cl. So I'm going to look in the periodic table for Cl. And if I look at it and I find it, it's kind of on the top right. It's atomic number 17. So I have 17 protons, 17 electrons. Now I got to do 36 minus 17 to find my number of neutrons. So that's going to be 29. And I can do the same thing with carbon-14. So carbon is atomic number 6. It's C. Okay, atomic number 6. And then 14, I got to do 14 minus 6, which would be 8. Okay, well, there you go. All right, so next thing here. If our big second vocab word for the day, the first one was isotope, our second one is ion. You need to know what this is. An ion is essentially just an atom with a charge. So if the atom has a charge, which means it's an ion, we put the charge on the top right. So see, top right, we've got mass, atomic number, and then on the top right, we put the charge. If it's just a positive one or a negative one, just write a plus or minus. If it's a different number, you would put it on the top right there, positive or negative, 2 positive, 2 negative. Okay. Now here's the thing about ions. Electrons are negatively charged. So if I gain 2 electrons, I become more negative because I'm gaining a negative charge. If I lose electrons, I'm losing negative charges, so I become more positive. So it's backwards. Okay, you got to remember it's backwards. So let's do some practice. Okay, I'm going to do the top 2, then I want you to pause it and try the bottom 2. So oxygen, if I find oxygen in the periodic table, it is atomic number 8. Okay, and then aluminum is going to be atomic number 13. All right, so I'm just writing the atomic number. I'm not worrying about the mass right now. I'm just going to try and figure out how many protons and how many electrons this has. So protons, I've got 8 protons right here for oxygen, okay? Normally I would have 8 electrons as well, but I've got a -2 charge. So if I've got a -2 charge, that means I gained 2 negative charges, because I used to be neutral with 8 electrons. But now I have 10 because I gained 2 negative charges. Okay? So think about this. If I've got 8 positive charges and 10 negative charges, my overall charge is going to be -2, which is what we have over here. Okay? Here, I have aluminum. It has atomic number 13. And normally I would have 13 electrons. But now I have a charge of +3, which means I lost 3 negatives. I lost 3 negatives. If I lose negatives, I become positive. Remember, it's backwards. So I've got 10 electrons. Again, 13 positives and 10 negatives gives me my +3 value that I have over there. Okay, now pause this real quick, try the bottom two, and then watch the video to make sure you did it correctly. Okay, here we go. So fluorine is atomic number 9. And then because it's negative, that means I lost, or excuse me, I gained 1 electron. So this should be 10. Calcium is atomic number 20. And then if I have a +2, that means I lost 2 electrons. So I've got 18 electrons. And that's it.